Hey guys, coming to you in a little bit more of a loose format today from the friendly confines of the driver's seat of my car. It's kind of, a rapid fire some updates to you that might be of interest pertaining to my new album, new services, future of the channel, that type of thing. So, without further ado, the album, Soundscape 2024, should still be done by the end of 2024, and I know I've made some pretty flimsy promises about completing things by like 2020, 21. It just wasn't going to happen, wasn't there, and forcing it couldn't have made it any better than what it was, which was not very good at the time, but things have gotten a lot better since. Particularly challenging has been the production. My aim for this is to make it sound as little like it was recorded, mixed, and mastered in my bedroom as possible. I don't want it to sound amateurish or dumb, not to put myself down too much, but truthfully, that's pretty much what all the content on this channel has been up to this point. The foundation of this channel has basically been a vehicle for me to essentially cover songs, learn an instrument alongside that, and if you guys happen to learn a thing or two about a thing or two alongside me, that's kind of just been a bonus. But I've been using these covers to kind of reverse engineer a lot of production techniques that I like just by having used my ears. It's gotten me to the point where not only is the album more full speed ahead than it's ever been, but I feel really confident in taking on other people's work as well. And that kind of brings me to part two, where I am now going to be offering my own mixing and mastering service, 17 Studios. Within the last year, I've had a lot of time to reflect and figure out what is truly important to me. Also, within the last year, we've lost two pillars within audio engineering, being Mark Rubel and Steve Albini. And truthfully, there are not enough words in the English vocabulary to describe how monumental a loss that is to music, and how monumental a loss that is that they're just simply no longer with us. These are guys that, in my opinion, did it the right way. They were pillars of authenticity that made music and cut records for all the right reasons, that being for the organic love of it all. Despite having never met either, I can confidently say that there were two extremely approachable guys that were just as excited to impart their knowledge on us as they were gaining it for themselves. And I feel like we all had so much more to learn from either one of those guys. It's something I really truly carry in my heart every day. Just being them, having been two people that have inspired me to do what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I can't imagine my life without music in it, and it's something that I really want to carry forward. I'll be upfront in saying there's pretty much no way I'm ever going to be able to touch these guys in terms of their craft, their individual pieces of knowledge, experiences, and all the things that culminated into their skill set. It's virtually unattainable. I mean, unless you've poured as many hours, years, decades into their craft as they have. Even then, it's not about me trying to become them or become somebody that I'm not, or reach some arbitrary level of notability. It's not about me comparing myself to others. It's something that I just want to carry on in terms of their philosophy, that making music can be accessible. And art is 100% synonymous with self-expression, and the fact that people are priced out from being able to put forward something quality is just garbage. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that for everybody that feels like they can't do it, or they're overwhelmed if they approach it, that type of thing. You can, and it's still accessible to you. I guarantee it. But not every musician has the know-how to mix or master a record. Not everybody has the funds. Not everybody has the time. If you're completely the analog domain, I mean, not everybody has the chops to lay something down in one or two takes, and that's okay. You can still participate in art. It's your art. No matter how you do it, it's art. So what I'm offering now is a bridge solution, that being analog emulated mixing and mastering in the digital realm. If you're releasing a single, EP, or full-length LP, one of the things that you're hoping for when you actually end up releasing it is that it can compete with other professional work. Digital mixing and mastering, while it's convenient, seems to kind of lack the vibes, juice, and buzz that you would have in the analog domain. But if you're working strictly within the analog domain, it's anything but convenient and will set you back thousands without even thinking about it. Plugins have come so far, it's truly challenging to differentiate what's coming from a $100 plugin or what's coming from a $10,000 piece of Outboard analog gear. And I'm not going to say it's BS and that there's no difference, but it can't always be so great that shelling out the extra few grand is even worth it, especially if you're somebody like me that just does not have that kind of money lying around. But there's definitely a happy medium for people, so they can get the most out of their work for a fraction of the cost, and that's what I'm offering to you now and hopefully forever. I can service a litany of styles and genres, but if you want your music to sound like this, then I can do that for you, like rather easily at that. And it's entirely processed with vintage style tube equalizers, compression, tape machines, and consoles. You name it, I can do it for you. Absolutely no problem. You can visit my site, 17studiosmn.squarespace.com. Rolls right off the tongue, I know, but we're kind of in the infancy of our branding, so to speak. And there you can find more information on services, forms, a portfolio of things that I've done presently and in the past. And you can feel free to contact me at any time of day. Really easy guy to reach out to. But this is kind of just the start of it all. It's something I'm very determined to make work, and I'm very serious about to want to take on this type of thing for life. I don't know where this is going to take me, and it's kind of a huge gamble, but I don't really care because I love it and it doesn't feel like work, and I'm excited to find out where it takes me for myself. If you have a track that you want fully serviced, mixed and mastered, whatever, I'll offer your first track free, and this offer kind of stands perpetually as it does right now. At least until I decide it's not, but there's no rush, and if things are to change, then I'll at least give you all the courtesy of a heads up. Part 3, I'm going to leave a little bit more open-ended, just because, like I said, I have a lot of stuff on my plate pertaining to the album right now, and it will be finished, but once I'm done, I don't have to put as much energy towards that. There'll be a lot of different avenues I can take with the channel that I would love insight on. So if you have a comment and you want to leave it in the comments section, please give me any sort of suggestions. But in terms of just like off the cuff ideas that I had, I mean, if you guys want more guitar lessons, I can do that. More covers will come eventually. I will do that. But if you have requests, I'll try and fulfill them to the best of my abilities. Production tutorials and streams is an idea that I've kicked around for a while, and I love any insight on that, as well as what you, the people, would like to get out of that type of thing. Even if it's something more short form, it doesn't have to be like a many hours long stream. It could be like a 2 to 5 minute video on something that you're just simply curious about. And last but not least, album reviews. If you want me to check out a record or review some of the things that I've already listened to that I have thoughts on, I'd be more than happy to help start a dialogue about music, because one of the things that I think is cool within a community kind of as small as ours is being able to sort of more intimately discuss what we like or don't like about certain music, what we value in production, what you want to feel when you're putting on headphones for the first time, sitting down and listening to a record, that type of thing. And so being able to engage with that more with the community, I think would be really, really fun. So if there's any albums you want me to review, just leave a comment or hit me up via email. If anybody else has any other ideas, please feel free to let me know. But other than that, I really appreciate you joining me today. And I hope there are some tracks of yours that I can work on in the future with 1/7. I think it would just be a blast. So appreciate your guys' time, and I hope you're all having a really nice rest of your summer.